First of all, your introduction. Taking the boy out to go shooting today. You wanted to go shoot the gun.
Yeah.
I want you to come over here and familiarize yourself with it before we even put the charge handle in it or anything. I want you to hold it. I want you to know a few things about it. This is a 9mm. It's got the lock in it right now. I won't take the lock out until you get familiar with it. This is your safety.
Okay.
When the red dot's covered, it's safe.
Okay.
When it's down, it's not safe. It's ready to shoot. There's a charge handle that goes in here.
How you reload it? When you stick the thing in it,
That's how you load it. It's called a charge handle. What it does is when you got your magazine in here with your bullets in it, you pull it back and let go. And what it does, it loads one into the chamber. Okay? And right now I'm not going to unlock it or anything until you get the feel of it. I want you to feel it. One thing you want to do whenever you pick up a gun, first thing you want to remember, a gun is always loaded. No matter what. Your mindset is the gun is always loaded. First thing you want to do when you pick up a gun, you don't want to put your finger on the trigger. You want to put your finger up out of the way of the trigger. You don't want your finger on the trigger until you're ready to shoot. So you've got your target and you're ready to fire. You keep your finger off that trigger. Okay? So, I've got 2 magazines here. Oh, extra bullets.
How many bullets fits in the magazine?
How
many bullets fits in the magazine?
There's 10 bullets in each magazine. That's something else what I do when I shoot. Whenever I'm shooting, I count my shots. That way I know how many shots I've shot. Because you don't want to shoot 9 shots and still have a bullet in there and have it loaded into the gun and not realize it. That's why I say when you pick up a gun, always remember the gun is considered loaded.
Yeah, because you never know.
You never know. There might be that's what happened to what's his name, Cameron. Remember his dad thought the gun was unloaded?
Yeah.
Well,
and Cameron grabbed the gun.
The gun had one in the chamber. Even though it didn't have the magazine in there, there was still one in the chamber. And he's lucky he wasn't pointing it towards him.
Yeah.
Towards his head. Or something critical. Anyhow, does it feel good?
Yeah, I like it.
Now it's a 9mm. It don't kick a lot, but it does have a little kick to it. Yeah. It's got a little pad on here.
That way it doesn't...
It springs a little bit. And when you hold the gun, when you're ready to shoot, first thing you want to do, make sure never point the gun at anything that, you know, always point the gun in a safe space, safe place. You don't want to do something like shoot them rocks over there.
No, it would ricochet off and it might come back.
Yep. A lot of people are stupid and they will shoot at them. And whether they realize it or not, you hit that rock just right and that damn bullet could either fragment, pieces could come back at you, or the whole bullet could come back at you. You don't know.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen.
So, when you hold the gun, remember, finger away from the trigger.
Until you're ready to fire.
Put the gun up like this with your elbow up, and make sure that gun's planted into your shoulder.
Right here?
And hold it tight to your shoulder, and then look down the sights. I don't like these sights. They're closed sights. I plan on changing them, but you look down the sights and you can see the end of this through the hole over here. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and unlock it, get it ready for you. Charge handle out. Install the charge handle first. Never walk in front of a gun.
Yeah, I know that. Because it might just go off and...
You never know. Like I say, always treat a gun as though it's loaded. Okay, there's the charge handle. I'll unlock it. Get rid of that trigger lock. Okay, now the gun doesn't have the magazine in it. There's no bullets in it yet. What you want to do, okay,
put the safety on.
Remember the safety. It's always right there. This button right here,
it releases the magazine.
Releases the magazine. This is where the shells come out.
So don't touch that.
Now you got to keep your hands away from it, because when you're shooting, them shells will eject. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get you some safety gear, because I don't want you to put an eye out, of course. These are OSHA approved safety glasses. Okay, put them on and get comfortable with them. Let me get you some earplugs. Now the trick to these earplugs is you want to put them in your ear securely, but you don't want to clog your ears up so you can't hear nothing. So basically all you do is you just stick them in there and make sure they're sealed well. You know, because basically all it's doing is it's lowering the decibel level, which is the sound level.
Yeah.
Okay. This way here, when you got them in, you can still hear me talk, for one.
Yeah.
And outside, if you're shooting a 22 or something like that, it's not really required to have ear protection, but a bigger, something with a large caliber that makes a lot of noise,
yeah.
Or sometimes a pistol with a, like this 9mm is pretty loud when it fires off. And here's the other one. Okay, let's go ahead and fire up this camera. Okay, remember, when you're standing here with that rifle, this spot right here, you want to make sure you got good footing. I usually stand with my left foot. I'm a right-handed shooter. I usually stand with my left foot forward, like this.
It's kind of like football a little bit, just because of how you have to set your feet. You
got a better stance this way, better balance.
Yeah.
And like I said, the gun does kick a little bit, but I don't think you have any problems with it.
Yeah, I don't.
It's not like a shotgun.
It won't send me flying.
Anyhow, let's go ahead and load a magazine in there and I'll show you how that works. Take the magazine, stick it in there, and push on it until it's all the way solid, like that. Okay, so now you've got your magazine in there. You've got your slide forward. You have no shell in there yet. There's 10 bullets in there. Remember to count when you shoot. Okay. Okay, I want you to hold the gun like you would normally shoot. Okay, hold it steady. Go here and pull this all the way back and then just let go of it. Okay, now you're loaded. And you've also, the red dot showing, so that means the gun is loaded and it's ready to shoot. There's one in the chamber. Okay. Now take it easy. Make sure the butt of the gun is in your shoulder tight. Lean forward, don't lean back. Lean forward, don't lean back. Can you see the target?
Yeah.
Can you see through the sights?
Barely.
Now hang on to that gun with your left hand good. Hang on to it. Make sure you got a good grip on everything. And then you can pull the trigger when you're ready to shoot. Hear that ricochet? Remember, don't put your finger on the trigger until you're ready to shoot. When you think you got that target in there and you're ready to shoot, I see where you hit. You hit right at the top of the box. Okay, that was shoot number 1. Now what happens is when you do that shoot, it kicks out the shell,
Yeah, I heard it go
the slide comes back and loads in another shell. So you are loaded, ready for another shot. Remember that. That was number 1. You hear that ricochet?
Yeah.
That's why you don't shoot at rocks. Because even though you're shooting out there, that probably ricocheted and went out that way, which is fine. And remember, they loaded another shell, so that's 2. There's 3. There's 4. I saw that hit. That was a good hit. Right below the bullseye. There's 5. There's 6. There's 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay, now you can usually tell after your last shot,
because it stays back
the
here.
bolt comes back, and I usually put it in the lock position. You see how that slides down?
Yeah.
You look on the side, and you look in there, and you can tell there's no bullet. And it's probably hot, so you don't want to stick your finger in there now, but what I do is I'll set the gun aside.
And go see where I shot?
I'll take the magazine out, make sure there's nothing in it. It's empty. There's nothing in there. You can look down in there, see the sun?
Yeah.
There's nothing in there, so you're good to go. I'll set that aside.
That actually felt really good.
And I'll show you how to load these things. Because you got to learn how to load a gun if you're going to learn how to shoot one.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember, it takes 10 shells. If you look at this, you got 5 here and 5 here, so it's 2 rows. So I usually pull off of these 2 rows when I load.
Yeah.
And what you do, is you take the shell, you look real close, you can see the spring thing there.
Mm-hmm.
You just push down and shove it back. See, and it's stuck. Then you take the next shell, and I usually hold this with my finger. I push down and push the other one in.
Okay.
And then I push down and push another one in. And sometimes I'll tap it
To make sure it's...
to make sure they stay back. Because if they overlap each other, say if there's a bullet like hung up on itself on another one like that, sometimes it won't load into the chamber, or if it's like that. And I'll tap them.
Make sure they're in there.
Put another one in. And of course, as you put them in there, the spring gets compressed, so they get a little harder and harder to put in there.
Yeah.
Okay. And I usually, you can actually put 10 in here and actually have one in the chamber, but I don't really like keeping one in the chamber.
Yeah, just in case.
I like loading my magazine's full hilt. Then when I put the magazine in, I know I've got 10 shots.
Yeah.
That way I can, when I'm counting, when I'm shooting and I'm counting, I know I've got 10 shots.
See how many times I hit it?
Yeah, we'll go look here in a sec. You hit it pretty good, actually, for a first time out. Okay.
I actually hit the box.
All right, let's go take a look at what you did hit.
Oh dang, that was pretty close to the bullseye.
Yeah, that one was really right on. That's good shooting that good for being just starting out.
Yeah.
You got...
I see where I hit it.
You hit 1, 2 here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You hit 8 times out of 10.
That's pretty good.
And 4 of them were within the target area. That's pretty dang good considering it's your first time out.
That's fun.
Not bad at all.
Well, at least I hit the box.
You probably do better than I do. Wouldn't doubt that a bit.
I don't know, but that was fun. I like the feeling of that when you shoot it. It pushes your arm back a bit. But I like the feeling of it.
Well, it's a 9mm, so it has a little bit of a bump to it, but not much.
Yeah. Now a shotgun on the other hand.
That's pretty amazing. I bought a brand new gun and I haven't even shot it yet. You got to shoot it first before me.
And I did
What's
pretty
with
well.
that?